Okay, guys, we are out at the dog park right now. It's a cold day, so we're trying to get some activity. So, no, not like that. Not that kind of activity. Blech. So I'm here hanging out with Romeo, and some news broke, actually. PlayStation is shutting down Bluepoint Games. The guys that did Demon Souls Remake, I mean, they are like the masters of remakes and revitalizing games that deserve new attention and some love. And it's just amazing. If you don't know, basically, Bluepoint was assigned after Demon Souls, which was a launch title for the PS5. They were assigned to do a God of War live service game. Who thought that made sense? Well, I do know. I was going to say, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I know. It's Hermen Hulst. He's the head. He's the guy, and he assigned that to them. The project went nowhere, and so they ended up canceling it. And I believe that was early last year, maybe late 2024, but basically that went nowhere. And then they've been doing something. The rumor has it that they've been working on another live service game. And then Hermen just announced today that PlayStation is shutting the studio down in March, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And in his statement to the company, he acknowledges, he's like, they've got a lot of amazing talent. We know that they're incredibly gifted and they've been a real asset, but they're all fired. Like, it's just remarkable. And I've been trying to think, like, what is the angle? Like, usually studio closures make sense, and I've told you guys a lot that typically in business, if something just doesn't make sense, there's a piece of the puzzle missing. Like, you just got to figure out what that piece of the puzzle is, and then it'll click together and make sense. And I'm really struggling to figure it out. Like, he described how they are dealing with difficult business macroeconomic factors and I'm sure RAM prices and stuff like that. It basically sounds like he was told to trim the budget and to increase the margin and cut expenses. And yet why he chose to go to Bluepoint is just beyond me. Bear in mind, they still own and are developing actively Fair Game $. They're still actively developing Horizon, whatever it's called, Hunter's Gathering. Like, that's still in the works. Those games are being given the green light and millions of dollars, but the company that could have easily made a Bloodborne remake or they could have been assigned to the God of War trilogy remake. They could have done that easily. Like, they could have done all of these things, and yet they all got fired instead. Like, it's just remarkable. And like I said, there's usually a piece missing. Oh, look at him run. Look at him run. He's coming. There he is. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. He just like sniffing. That's all he wants to do. Like I said, usually if something doesn't make sense, it's because there's a piece of the puzzle missing. And for what it's worth, I mean, I'm trying to put it together. It could be that some of the statements we heard previously about Bluepoint were just snippets of what the real, reality was, the truth was. For example, we know that Bluepoint Games, they wanted to work on something original. They wanted to do their own thing. They didn't want to just be the remake factory forever. And so it's possible that studio leadership just said, we're not interested in doing remakes forever. And Hermen was like, I don't think you are equipped to do live service stuff, which is the only thing I would greenlight you to do. So you're fired. But I don't even know if that makes sense because he's the boss. So if he said, no, you're doing a remake, they have to do a remake. And if he doesn't, like, if the leadership of the studio says no, he can just fire them and get new leadership in the studio. Like, I don't understand the strategy of abandoning the team and abandoning the talent that they have. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's absolutely baffling. And I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's crazy. The whole point of remakes is that they're cheap. They are very profitable because they sell based off of nostalgia. And, it's something that typically is kind of tricky to make happen because, you don't have a team that's really, really good at modernizing things from 20 years ago. I'm sure there's some reason that we're not understanding. I still think it's stupid. Whatever the reason is, whether they're expensive, whether they are maybe difficult to work with, they're divas. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But whatever the reason is, I don't think it makes sense to fire everybody in order to do it. I know you really want to go into the lake. He likes going in here because there's like a lake, but it's like 40 degrees and he's going to freeze to death if he goes and splashes. So we can't do the water today, buddy. Sorry, this is like a dog and Bluepoint stream. I don't know. Here you go. Go get it. He's like, but that's not the water. I want to go in the water. I know. It's so hard being a dog. I know. So anyway, I just don't understand it. It's absolutely crazy. And I think it's just, again, another demonstration of Hermen Hulst's priorities as the lead of PlayStation. Initially, the hope was that Jim Ryan was the live service guy and Hermen was the single player narrative guy because he came from Guerrilla. He came from the studio behind Horizon. So surely he would know what he's doing when it comes to story stuff, and he would prioritize that once Jim retired, quote unquote. But I think it's become very, very clear in the last year and a half that I think Hermen was much more on board with the live service push than previously thought. And I think that it's making sense why things went the way that they did when you consider that, this was all part of the plan. And I think he's getting rid of Bluepoint to free up space and maybe the budget to do other live service crap. Maybe they need to overhaul Fair Game $, and they need money to do it. And so Bluepoint's the one that made the gap up. I don't know. What's crazy is that I saw Detective Seeds on Twitter. He contacted a few people he knew that worked at PlayStation, and their understanding is that nobody at Bluepoint has a job lined up. Often when these types of things happen, they kind of rally the troops and say, okay, you're going to go over there. We have a job offer for you at this studio, and we have a job offer for you over here if you want it. Apparently none of that happened. Apparently, based on current leaks and current reporting, they're just all fired. And there's no backup plan. There's no nothing. And it's just absolutely crazy. Talk about a fumbling, man. I mean, the PS5 generation has been something else. And this is the thing. I like to be upbeat and more positive. I know some people love doing the hashtag gaming's dead. Gaming is going to implode in 3 years. And I'm generally of the mind that, no, there's more incredible games now by volume than ever before. And the games we're getting that are incredible, like Baldur's Gate 3, were just phantom dreams, years ago. You could have never imagined getting one like we have now. It's just baffling that this is how the generation is ending, and it kind of tests my desire to be positive and upbeat. It's really hard to be optimistic when they're doing crap like this. It's just really, really ridiculous at this point. I don't know what the hell Hermen is thinking. I don't know what the hell PlayStation's thinking. But I don't think I like it. Oh, that's cold. You ready to head back, buddy? Ready to head back? It's pretty chilly. So anyway, I know this was rambling and unfocused. I'm just getting my thoughts out there because I saw the news and I'm absolutely baffled by it. It's just crazy. And I'm sure on stream I'll have more sorted thoughts that I can offer, and I'll be more cogent and put together. My hair will be less crazy, but as of right now, I'm just befuddled and amazed that Hermen has a job. So there you go. Thank you for watching. Me and Romeo out. He took my thing.